Hello there, welcome back to Ultra Addiction. Today we're just going to dive right into a shoe review of my favorite shoe, uh, made by Adidas, the Boston 10. Not everybody liked this shoe, lots of people don't use it in proper ways, whatever that means. For me, I love this shoe, done a lot for me. Some basic things about it. Two cushioning materials, Light Strike and Light Strike Pro. A good stack height at 39.5 in the heel, 31 in the fore, 8.5 drop. That's right in the zone that I like. Continental rubber on the bottom, which is synonymous with Adidas. That's just how it goes. Mesh upper, 50% recycled material in the upper. Just all around really good. It is a little bit of a heavy shoe, but that's not really the end of the world for a daily trainer. Neutral shoe, energy rods, just a lot of everything in this shoe. We'll dive right into it, the ride and comfort to it all. It is a stiffer shoe, gives you like it's not really loosey or anything, but you know there's some good stuff to it. Takes a little while to break in, but once you got it broke in, you can get a lot out of this shoe. The lockdown for me was it took a little time, probably I'd put it in the range of 60K before I actually got the lockdown right for my foot. Once you get it in its zone, the laces don't move, so you got to make sure it gets there. They don't readjust themselves as you're going and all that kind of stuff. So it definitely takes a little bit there. As I said, it's a heavier shoe at 10 ounces in my size. I believe it was 10 point whatever. The point whatever after 10 doesn't really matter to me. No, it doesn't. However, the energy rods that we see in the bottom, I'm pretty sure you can see that there, they make up for the weight when you want to go a little faster, pick up the pace, anything like that. So the weight becomes a whole lot less. You get that good amount of cushioning. Everything seems to really come together for you, and that's just the way of it. When it comes to the durability, I can honestly say this is where this shoe shined. Like I've never had a shoe like this. I went in expecting 800 to 850K off a shoe. That's about a ballpark what I get on a normal pair. I've exceeded 1,000 kilometers on this, and my sole, you can barely tell that I've put 1,000K on it. Like I got a lot of life left on the sole. That Continental rubber holds up in everything. It also has seen everything. It has seen trails, it has seen cold weather, warm weather, you name it, and it just holds up. It just keeps kicking. It is a little bit dirty. It used to be nice and white like my Adios Pro used to be, but you know, it's seen some things, and once you've seen some things, you get a little dirty. That's just how it goes. But just touching on that Continental rubber, like this is what's that term they call it? Legendary, out of this world. This you will love it. Use of the shoe, I reach for it as a nice stable shoe on a long run. I've gone 5Ks on it on tempo runs, threshold runs. Really, I tried to throw everything at this shoe, and I found it perform. Does it perform as well as the 7-ounce speed training shoe that you can do? Obviously, you're not going to get as fast, but if you're out there doing a fartlek, progression runs, anything like that, this can transition from one to another, and it'll do it all for you. Like I said, lots of trail use. Actually, this was the primary shoe I used in my first backyard ultra ever. Out of 114 kilometers that I did that day, this shoe saw, I believe it was about 70K of that on the trail, and just kept giving back and giving back. Again, nothing bad can be said about this shoe in that fashion. Like I said, it's my do-all shoe. I do give it time to rebound back, so I keep that cushioning coming back and everything, but I definitely do 2 to 3 runs a week in this shoe, and until I can't possibly get any more off it. I will say I am seeing a little bit of wear on my heel there, you can see, but that's not the shoe's fault. That's me being so ridiculously lazy after I'm done my run that I don't undo my double knot, and I just slip them off, and that is a sure way to destroy a good pair of shoes. But That's just how it goes sometimes. The shoe has also seen all types of weather, from wintertime -35 Celsius on ice and snow and everything, all the way up to +35 on the asphalt, on concrete, and it just keeps giving. I literally I can't kill the shoe. It just keeps going, and it keeps giving me energy return. And until I lose that bounce, and I still have tread on the bottom, how can you replace such a shoe? It just keeps on going. We'll just jump forward a little bit. We've touched on durability, touched on the my use of the shoe. We'll just get to the point where I think it's great. The buy it again or not is pretty clear to me. I would buy this shoe. I would recommend this shoe if you're putting in a lot of miles, or kilometers if you're where I'm from. This will be your workhorse. This will be the long run. This will be the medium run. This will be the shakeout run. This will be, you just want to walk your dog and have a little bit of cushioning. This thing will do it for you, without a doubt. At 180 Canadian, how do you beat that? At this point, I'm surely to exceed 1,400 kilometers on it. I think that's conservative. I believe 1,600 is viable here, as long as I continue to give it proper rebound rest. Take care of it. I like to think of everything in the way with shoes as, how much is that shoe costing me per kilometer I put it on? Every shoe's a little different, but again, I don't really get more than that 800 to 850 on most pairs. So this thing is basically going to double what my norm is. So at 180, that brings me down to, I've paid $1 for every 8.9 kilometers that I'm going to put on that shoe. And that blows my mind. Like, that's half of any other shoe that you're going to pay for that kind of mileage. Like, it just, I don't think there's another shoe out there right now that has this kind of durability long term to pay off for you. And I think that's superb. I will buy it again. Obviously I go through a lot of different pairs of shoes, so I do try different things. To me, Adidas, we'll see what they do with the 11s or anything. Right now, the Solar Glide 5 might be the replacement for this. It does seem to have kind of the same platform, pretty close to light. I got a pair coming in. It should be here within a week or so. I'll be doing my first review on that one shortly, but if it's anywhere half as good as this on a long run shoe, Adidas is on to something. I don't believe the Solar Glide has the energy rods. If you don't know much about Adidas and you don't know their style, carbon fiber plates came out and everybody has their take on it. Adidas went with these rods that go in under the shoe. There's 5 of them that come out under your foot bones, and you notice that bounce back. When you lean forward and you really get into pushing, you do feel that energy return that comes back from it. I think for a great daily trainer, even if you're not a hardcore runner that's clipping 100+ K a week, if you're only doing 50 or 60 and you only need a couple pairs of shoes to do what you got to do, this will fit in your lineup. It will keep giving back and giving back and giving back to you. Like I said, give it some time to break in. Don't expect to take it out of the box and go run 40K that day. Start doing some easy 5, 6, 7K. Just loosen it up and then you get right into it. They are still available. You still can get them around. That 180 is about average for a lot of things. I don't like going over 200 for a daily trainer. I have, and it's really never paid off. I prefer the 160, but for the amount of mileage you get, hell, pay 220 and this shoe will still be worth it over top of just about everything out there. Comparable shoe that I have to this would be the Hoka Clifton 7. That's a pretty good energy return with no carbon. kind of the Pegasus 38 from Nike. That's a little bit more, little less drop, a little bit more ground control in that. But if you are basically over the age of 30 and you're trying to protect your joints and everything, I believe in a high stack. This bad boy will get you there. It will get you there in one piece, and it will keep you from hurting the next day. I understand some people don't like a weight that on a road shoe that's over, honestly, 8.5 to 9 ounces. It'll slow you down a little bit, and on a long run, that's okay. Even if it slows you down 10 seconds a kilometer, that's okay. It's a long run. You should be going slow. Most of us go too fast on our long runs anyway. So it's a true win-win. This, like I said, this is my favorite everyday shoe. Honestly, it's my favorite shoe to run in outside of a race. If I'm racing, again, Adidas, they're on it with the Adi Pro 2. Soon to come, we'll have a review of this bad boy. I think this is the best race shoe on the market, but don't hate me for it. That's just my take on it. This will change your life. Go buy it.